stars. Now you wanna see me fall from a quarter mile. I can see you at the call. Think about it, ring won't tell you what I saw. When you break it off, you'll see who had it all. You had it all. You said you wanted to fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, 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 oblivion. Oh, going in. Into oblivion. Fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, 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 oblivion. I'm going in.
it's time to end the ride. Fading it too slowly. Were those gonna lift me up this time? You were the only one who got me tripping up inside. All the words you told me, am I reading something different from your eyes. See you for a moment, even hope that I can feel you. See you, all that I wanted was to tell you that I need you. See you for a moment, even hope that I can feel you. See you, all that I wanted was to tell you that I need you. Now I'm finally right here with you. Voices getting nearer, heart is pumping, thoughts are running wild. We got a good thing going, why we gotta feel amplified. Stay to the morning, countless hours spending by your side. You look at me, I'm soaring, seeing all the truth behind your eyes. See you for a moment, even hope that I can feel you. Wants to tell you that I need you. See you for a moment, even hope that I can feel you. See you, all that I wanted was to tell you that I need you. Now I'm finally right here with you. Thoughts are running wild. We got a good thing going, why we gotta feel amplified. Stay till the morning, countless hours spending by your side. You look at me, I'm soaring, seeing all the truth behind your eyes.
I'm wasted, my heart grows heavy. Don't taste me rushing, keep your words naked. You got me blushing. And if forever I'll follow, you'll be my holy ground. You forever I'll follow. Forever I'll follow, you'll be my holy ground. You forever I'll follow, in immortality. I can see you and me. You belong
roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds chirping and I hear my name, grasping into a life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a start. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah. Light is gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung. Kids across the land. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you? into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop You can't fall asleep when you're counting stars. Get it together. Your mind can't sleep when you let it serve. Now you wanna see me fall. From a quarter mile, I can see you at the call. Think about it, ring won't tell you what I saw. When you break it up, you'll see who had it all. You had it all. You said you wanted to fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, 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 oblivion. I'm going in. Fall into oblivion. Fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, 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 oblivion. I'm going on.
Wee. Hey guys. Hello, Mike Chan. How's everybody doing? I know, right? Super weird. Totally weird. Yeah, this is easier. Well, if I had music, well, it'd be kind of hard to do an audio thingy. Thank you. Actually, I just got this new bed frame this past weekend. No old memes, please. So let's see, Kalia. She is in the corner. And I got some snacks. These are not all for me. I have company coming later, but celebration snacks. So, is everyone having a good day? No, Heather, you heard Box-chan, the box that is holding the snacks. I do still have his tags, Misha. I still have his tags. He told me I could keep them. So, I wear them with pride. Please keep in mind, chat is moving pretty fast. There is an option for me to slow it down, but you may not like it. If I don't see you, I'm very sorry. You can try to @ me so I can see you, but it is moving kind of fast, and I'm trying my best to keep up. Oh, no, I'll get into the story probably later about my own artistic abilities, but no, the character avatars you see are all drawn by my very good friend, very talented artist named Anna Maria Bryant. I actually linked to her website in all of my video descriptions. Her art's amazing. I can tell you characters that are coming up. I'm still working on audio editing, and I'm someone who doesn't like to share my raw audio because I do a lot of filtration to get out the background ambience the best I can. I went to college for audiovisual studies. I majored in film and animation, so I learned a certain extent of sound mixing and sound editing, which is also why for my role plays I bring more of a theatrical film approach rather than short little bits that it's pretty common in the ASMR roleplay community on YouTube. Well, if you Google my username, you'll see that in my past I have done work in the adult industry, and I still do. And at the time when I came up with the name years ago, I can't even remember the exact year, with my agent, I mostly was working on something that had a cat theme, but wasn't already taken by somebody, because I used to go-go dance and do topless dancing in college, and the name I used as a dancer, I made the mistake to not copyright it, and when I went to go use that as an adult performer in videos and pictures, someone had already taken it, and I was like, well, crap. So I had to go use something else. I've been steering clear of copyrighted characters. Um, I've been debating doing some comic dubs, mostly because I am super into Miraculous Ladybug and Cat Noir, and I think the comic dubs are adorable. But there is some My Little Pony coming really soon because I love the ponies. But I try to stay away from copyrighted stuff because, one, I don't want to ever get confused with an official source, and in terms of copyright law, I don't like to muddy the waters there too hard. And thank you all for the congratulations. As of today, I'm at 10,500 something, so it's been really good. I'm really happy. You guys make me so very happy. You're all very, very welcome. Okay, Jacob, yes, these are my partner's dog tags. Little story behind why I'm wearing these. He had accidentally left them at my house one day, and at first I put them in my purse, and I realized, no, they could still get lost in my purse, so I just put them on to wear them, so I could give them back to him. And then he, obviously came back and just decided he can get new ones and let me keep them. My favorite video is actually, it's a tie. It's Ruby's backstory and then the finale for the Misha rescue plot. Both of those pieces I am incredibly proud of. And it's probably because I took a very filmmaker approach to them. They took a lot of time to do. His rank, he's currently a corporal, but he is up to be promoted to sergeant this year. So cross your fingers that he gets promoted to sergeant. Well, right now is just a bit of Q&A time for you all. I've had a pretty good day so far. And it's just been setting up for this, getting my stuff together. I do have my posters to give away. Hello there, Shadow. I'll be streaming for, let's see, it's 3:15 my time, to at least 5 o'clock my time, probably 6 o'clock my time, so 2 to 3 hours. I plan to keep this going a long time. I figure the first hour can be chill, Q&A, get to know me kind of stuff, and then about an hour in, I'm going to do some improv. I'll toss up a character and do some improv interaction with you guys. Thank you, Pizza God. Yes, a Texas werewolf represent. I live in Texas myself, but I live in the middle of nowhere of Texas, so my internet is shit. Ooh, crap. I meant to say crap. Well, I can't say which character because that'd be a spoiler, but it is a My Little Pony character. I've debated doing live action ASMR, but as you can tell by my camera, it's not very good. I would need, this is the film person in me, I would need a really, really good camera for me to be satisfied with my work. I've dabbled with it. My patrons can tell you I've dabbled with it with doing cosplay live stuff on Patreon, but that's as far as I've gone so far. My favorite part of making my videos is, well, there's two answers. One, the actual process of making my videos is the editing, because I get to go completely crazy and just go headfirst into my software programs and take everything I've learned from life experience in school and just go to town. But the actual favorite thing is the reaction from you guys, how you guys are receptive to my bodies of work. That's my favorite part of it. Whether you like it or you hate it, it gives me a good idea of how I'm doing as an artist and if my messages are getting across. This is my original mic. This is my first mic. It's a Blue Yeti. I have my 3DO, but unfortunately 3DO I could not figure out how to set it up for a live feed without it sounding like complete and total garbage. It's really not meant to do a live thing. It needs to go through a processor and such for me to even record with it. It's a whole thing. This Blue Yeti is just a simple USB mic. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Hello, gun enthusiast, I see you. Okay, my patrons already know it's in my office. I'm not going to drag it out because it'll make a huge mess, but I have a notebook, a huge notebook that's like a binder that I put down all my ideas. I actually write down my ideas with pen and paper because that's what I learned to do when I was in school way back when. And I just go from there. I write down my inspiration, and then I make notes, and then I make basically show notes. And then I kind of pick out the cover art. I have a huge bunch of stuff that I just saved to a hard drive that I just go through, see a picture I like, toss it up, combine the ideas, and then I go in and I record. Sometimes it only takes a few takes, sometimes it takes 20 or 30 takes, and then I build, sometimes I have to build a soundscape with background ambient audio, and then I go in with editing and I just combine it all together and try it out. It can take me as little as a couple of hours to make a video, or a week. It just depends on everything that goes into the video. One cool thing about this computer I'm using is it is a 2-in-1, so it is also a touchscreen, meaning I can kind of attempt to scroll and try to see what you guys are saying. On the left of the screen itself in the background, which character that is, with the red hair. Yep, on the very left, that is Ruby. That is the vampire girl. Listen, I am very new to the program I'm using, so I ask for a little bit of patience with me as I try to finagle things. If you guys were going to be picky, you can get out. I am very, very new to all this, especially this live stuff. Aw, thank you. Man, I have to all the time because, especially this last month, I have been sick, as people on my Discord server know, and I take so much stuff for it. I go absolutely insane sometimes. Sometimes I just can't help it. It just, Well, Jacob, I have a huge love for the TV show Supernatural. So I draw a lot of inspiration from that show. And I figure, how else can I explain there being these random characters just appearing if there's not something supernatural about them? Hello, Raven. Been a while, eh? I do have plans to change it up. After my 150th ASMR roleplay, things are going to change up a little bit. I have some new plots planned, some new characters planned, and some new style, especially because I have a 3DO mic, which is a really awesome binaural mic. I want to try doing some more experimentation. Plus, I'm moving in September, so that's going to impact my work. Hello, Taco Lord and Rave God. I see you. I'm at 140 something videos, I think, for roleplays. Well, that is correct, Unlimited Children. That's how it works effectively, at least for me. The back controls is the gain. So if I do this, the sensitivity goes way, 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 way up. It's a little intense. I don't like it. It's too intense for me. Too spoopy. And then I can turn it down. And I can change whether it is stereo or it goes from just one side or the other, and I'm not going to mess with that because it's going to really mess stuff up. The 140 is just YouTube. The exclusives are just that. They're exclusives. They're considered separate. Excuse me, stuff. Can you not bang into my mic? That'd be nice. My favorite type? Oh, that's tough. I'm actually a fan of the kind of creepy stuff, but also I love guided meditation. That's probably my favorite. Yes, I'm drinking out of a 2-liter today because it is one of those days, you guys. One of those days. Feel free to share your story, Jacob. I love hearing from you guys. How hot is it? Well, where I am in Texas, because I am in the freaking armpit, my backyard monitor says it's currently 107. It is 107. How old am I? Well, a lady never tells. But I will say I am between the ages of 25 and 30. I'm not a kid. Hence why I did not turn my ceiling fan off or my AC like I tend to do, or I try to do up until the summer when I record, because it is too hot, and if I turn anything off, I will probably die. My favorite game, that's tough. I'm actually not really a hardcore gamer, but I am currently very much enjoying Pokemon Tournament for the Switch. That is currently my jam. I'm not very good at it, but it's currently my thing. My kid insists that I play Pikachu. So I've gotten really good with Pikachu, but Braixen's my favorite. Well, I do fusion. Define fusion. And, alright, let's see. What made me want to do ASMR? It happened by chance. This time last year, I got this microphone, this very microphone right here. And I got it because I was doing a podcast with a friend of mine. A friend who may appear on this channel in the near future, because she has moved back into my area and is local to me, so we no longer have to talk over Skype. We can hang out in person, and she wants to learn what this is all about, so I figure I could teach her. But anyway, we were doing a Disney podcast, and I wanted my money's worth out of this microphone, so I just opened up Adobe Audition one night, started dicking around. By chance, I just threw it up on the internet. That was the very first Scarlet video. And I had no idea that people would watch it. I just thought my Twitter followers would see it, my Tumblr people, and my blog audience would just kind of think it was weird, and that would be that. I never thought this would happen. Oh wait, check out my nails. I have what I've been calling Sasha nails. They're pretty great. And these are my real nails. They're not acrylics. They actually do have long nails. Oh, Misha, that is because on YouTube I am not monetized on YouTube. Yeah, to those of you who think that I am monetized on YouTube, I am not. I have yet to be monetized. I am still under consideration or in review or whatever they're calling it now. They aren't. They haven't gotten back to me yet, one way or the other. I've not been denied, but I've not been approved yet. I'm in limbo. So, it's been a thing, and it's been a thing since like February, March. So, just forever in limbo. You can blame Logan Paul. I am very sorry, Jacob, but as I said earlier in the stream, before I did this, I was an adult performer, so I'm still very much tied to that. If you would like to donate, I'm not asking anyone to. There is a link to my coffee. I'm actually going to switch that out with the Streamlabs link, because Streamlabs was just like, yeah, no, you're not monetized on YouTube, so you can't take anything. So I'm just like, okay. Okay, it's not letting me in for Streamlabs. It's not letting me, but just check out my let me see if I can fix this, because this will freaking drive me insane. I am resourceful. I'm gonna fix this. Enjoy your nap, Heather. The most intense thing I've ever done? Are you probably talking ASMR? What most intense, actually, it's gone up on Patreon, it's not going up on YouTube, and never will go up on YouTube. It's something that I made for my partner to use to motivate them for a drill they had to run for their work in the military. And it brought back a lot of PTSD in me, because I am Israeli. I grew up in Israel in the 90s. And that country, for as long as I've been alive, has been an active war zone. So calling back those memories is really intense and really tough for me. I've collaborated a couple of times. There is a collab I'm working on with another YouTuber. It's taking its time because they live in another country, so it's a lot of back and forth, and we obviously can't record at the same time, so it's taking a lot of editing, so it's pretty complex. Oh, thanks to Shadow Fan, I will start doing that. Sorry about that. Bucky Boy 22, you plan to enlist in the army? Well, you have my wishes. Go ahead and do it. Um, Military life is not for everybody, but for those who can, make it and or cut for it, it works out quite well. It's not an easy life, but it's a fulfilling one. Thank you, Yami the Wolfie. Legal sniper. Kitty, do you draw the character art yourself? I've answered this earlier, but no, I do not. It's either stuff that's just been sitting on my hard drive for years, or the new art is done by my friend Anna Maria Bryant, and I linked to her her gallery and her info in all my descriptions. So if you want to see more of that art, go check out her website. Go check her out. She is currently open for commissions. How long do I think I'll do ASMR? I honestly have no idea. Maybe a year, maybe 2 years. Maybe until people give up on it and don't like it anymore. I don't know. I do know that I am not short on ideas, and I'm always pushing myself and always working to do better work, to get better equipment, to learn how to do better editing, to get, fresh artwork and stuff. I'm always pushing myself, so who knows? Oh, big boss, you're going to the military. What country are you in? Thanks, Brave God. I totally would love a mech. But is it styled after Darling in the Franxx? Because that would be a fun one to operate. I think my partner would dig it. Aw, Penguin, you like the hair? Thank you. Oh, Big Boss, you're from Brazil? I have a friend who actually lives in Brazil. She lives in Rio. Her name is Giovanna. She actually is an artist. She has a DeviantArt. She used to do a lot of anime fan art, and she started doing art for trading card games. She's super cool. I adore the crap out of her. Brody Nation, what do you think that the majority of my audience is? I go by my analytics. It is probably about 80-90% male and 10% female, and those are people who opt to disclose their gender to Google. Josh says, do you like doing the voice of Sasha? I do. It can be a little rough on my throat because she's just so very soft and so very quiet, yeah. It can be a little rough, but, you know. I already have a lot of merch, guys. Please check out my store. Cards might be in the future. I'll have to talk to Anna. We do have Dakimakura body pillows in the works. The first one is going to be of Kalia. Legal Sniper asks, what time is it where I live? It is currently 3:43 p.m. I identify as an Apache helicopter. Thank you very much. Well, the Ginge God, I do roleplays as myself. Do. They're called vlogs. Please listen to them. Because they answer a lot of questions, especially about what I'm doing and what's going on. Alright, just as a little fun game, everybody, just, if you're in the States, just tell me what state you're in. If you're in a different country, tell me what country you're in. I want to know where everybody is watching from. And in 15 minutes, I will be giving away my first poster. It will be of Sasha. Hey, Catalonia, nice. Texas. UK, ooh, Jersey. I used to live in Jersey. Good to see Texas represent. Ooh, it's Istanbul, that's nice, nice. Hey, New Zealand. I have a friend in New Zealand. My dog is so loud. Texas is the worst state right now. I'm dying to. I know Samoa. I know a lot of the Pacific Islands because of some other interests of mine. Wales! Heck yes, Wales. I love the UK. Yay, my Canadians. I do enjoy Canadians. California is just trying to compete with Texas as to which state can be the worst. But currently, Californians are invading Texas and making it worse for us. Because you're bringing your high prices of stuff with you. Hey, El Salvador, hola. No, I don't really know that much Spanish. I did take 4 years of Latin, though. Ark asks, has there ever been a video that I was incapable of making because it was too technologically difficult? The answer, so far, no. But I've had turned down a commission because they wanted it based on a copyrighted thing, and I literally had no idea what it was, and just the amount of time to research it, I'm like, I ain't got time for this, and you're not paying me enough for this. Shadow Murtag asks if the California invasion is comparable to the Jersey invasion in South Park. Yes. Yes, it is. Josh asks if I make the posters or draw them. The art is all done by Anna Maria Bryant, but I do produce the posters myself. There's currently a bunch available in the store. Rave God asks if I've heard of Trinidad. Yes, I've heard of Trinidad. I have. Trinidad. Depends on where you are, how it's pronounced. Mr. Kermit asked who's my favorite character to make videos as. Takara, because she's basically me. I don't have to do much. But I'll say for the sake of being hyper, I like to be Nika. And Ruby is also quite fun to be. Buggyboy22 asks, do I like history? And if I do, what time period? I do like history. And unfortunately, I don't really have a favorite time period because in terms of my background, my culture, all the time periods have pretty much sucked for us. So, I like the current time period where I have the internet and I can talk to you guys. Brody Nation asks if the original Sasha videos is from the visual novel Nekopara. I've learned later that it is, but originally I just saved a whole bunch of Neko art to my hard drive a long time ago because I love cat girls. I kind of am a cat girl. My ears and tail are invisible. You can't see them. Don't tempt me, cool customer. When we do a male character, one day I will be Dean Winchester from Supernatural. I will be Dean. Jacob asks what my favorite band musician is. I also like a band from Sweden. Am I, Who Am I? The lead singer also has a separate project called Iona Lee. You can find them on YouTube. That's how I found them, like 10 years ago. Okay, Brody Nation asks what my favorite song is. Again, it is by Am I, Who Am I? And the title is semicolon JOHN. You can find it on YouTube. It's a very great song. Josh asks if I have considered doing some songs from the characters I've used in my videos. Maybe? I'm still dabbling in music. I produce beats and stuff, but I'm very self-conscious about my singing voice. On my Patreon, there is original music I have composed for my characters that I've started working on. Mr. Kermit asks what my favorite anime is. My favorite anime of all time is this one. Thanks, Bottle. This is my favorite anime. And to those listening, my favorite anime is Full Metal Alchemist. Technically Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, because I'm more of a manga fan than anime fan. Diamond Miner 74 asks, would I rather go forward or backwards in time? I would rather go forwards, because I want a future with better technology and better cars. Angel asks, do I like 21 Pilots? I've only heard a little bit, but yes, I do. Archer asks my favorite FMA character. My favorite FMA character... Oh, that is tough. Well, I am partial to Ed. I have to say, it's probably Riza Hawkeye. Steve asks, is Amy going to be okay? That's for me to know and you to find out. Well, if my hair changes color all the time, you should know this by now. Thanks, Keith. Oh man, if I got to 1 million one day, I would go absolutely crazy. I'd be like, oh my goodness. These headphones kind of hurt my ear. I don't know if you guys can see, but I have an industrial piercing. It is only a couple months old, and it kind of hurts when there's pressure put on it. Let's see. I've been asked, besides sushi, what other foods do I like? I'm kind of like Deadpool. I do love me some Mexican food. But actually, I eat a lot of salads, sandwiches. I cook for myself mostly. I'll definitely will give Sabaton a try, Jacob. I'm not going to play any copyrighted music during this stream because I don't want the YouTube gods to eat me. Josh asked, will there be more mukbang in the future? Probably. Abel asked my favorite meme. My favorite meme is the one with the distracted boyfriend. I love that meme. I use it a lot in my Discord. Barry asked if I could live anywhere on Earth, where would it be? I would probably live up by Vancouver, Canada, British Columbia, off the coast of British Columbia. And a good weekend to you, GNS Marbez. Okay, we're hitting giveaway time. Are any of my moderators listening right now? Just give me a wave, one of my mods. Alright, awesome. Basically, whoever I pick mod, make note of them and make a note of them for me. And just DM me so I remember and I can contact them after the stream is over. So I can get the info to mail stuff out. Alright. Time to pause questions because it's poster time, guys. We have this Sasha poster. Two of the posters are small, and one of them is freaking huge. And here is a little Sasha poster. I'll give you a good look at her. Okay, to get the poster, unfortunately, you do have to be in the United States or Canada. To ship outside the United States or Canada would cost, like, not even twice as much to produce the posters, like 3 times as much. It's not feasible for me. I live in the middle of nowhere. But if you live in the United States or Canada and you would like this poster, I'm going to ask a question, and whoever answers it and I see them, I will say your name, a mod will take note of it, and please make sure you have available contact info somewhere on your YouTube profile so I can reach out to you. If not, then I will pick someone else at random. Alright, the question is, of the characters I have done that are not mine, that are copyrighted, and I'm just doing voice acting, who was the first character that I did? / what was the first video I did that was of a copyrighted character? Tor Mist answered correctly, and they were the first to answer. Tor Mist, if you are listening still, say hello. Tor Mist, are you in the United States or Canada? Awesome, great. Okay, mods, take note that Tor Mist has won the Sasha poster, and my dear, after I'm done streaming, make sure you have your email somewhere on your profile for YouTube. I will be in touch sometime after the stream to get your shipping info. So, congrats. This poster is now property of Tor Mist. Yay! It's going to set this aside. Fear not, if you missed this one, there are still 2 more posters. Who wants to see the other posters? Raise your hand. The next one I'll be giving away in probably about an hour is Nika. I'll be giving away this little Nika poster in about an hour. And the last poster I'll be giving away just before I am done streaming is of Takara, and it is huge. This is a full size, like, you would see this size in a store. This is a full size Takara poster. Check her out. So if you would like Nika or Takara, stick around. I'll be giving Nika out in about an hour, maybe a little bit less. And Takara will be given away just as I'm about to finish. So we have actually have some news in regards to the body pillows. Kalia will be first, and she'll be available soon. And then after Kalia, in the works will be Takara, Ruby, and Sasha. And whoever is done first of those is really up to Anna. Hit me with a funny story, Jacob. I love your stories. I have so many gods and lords that are fans of mine. I'm really flattered. Unfortunately, Bessie Reed, they cannot be shipped to England. I can only ship them to the United States or Canada. And that is because I currently live in the middle of nowhere and post for me is really expensive. And because this is a free giveaway, shipping really cannot be more than the cost of poster production for me. Cool customer, is your artist on commission? Yes, Anna Maria Bryant is open for commissions. She's currently open right now. Her info is in pretty much the descriptions of all of my videos. I believe I can link it to you right here. Shut up, dog. And Josh, if you would like a Sasha poster, especially one that is full size, like the one that is of Takara, you can get it from my shop. Brody Nation asks, do I like the Star Wars prequels? This is a loaded question, dude. This is a very loaded question. Do I like the prequels? I like the music in the fight scene with Darth Maul. I liked that music, and I like Darth Maul. I like Darth Maul a lot. There should have been more Darth Maul. There should just been movies of Darth Maul. That's what it should have been. And I did not hate Jar Jar. I actually like the theory that Jar Jar was a Sith Lord the whole time. It was going to be the ultimate villain. That should have happened, and it didn't. I don't like sand. It's coarse and gets everywhere. Baksh asks, am I still doing the Kylie series or is she done? She's not done. She's just been put on the back burner. Dr. Earthworm Robotnik asks, what is my thoughts on sand? Sand is nice when it's under my feet or under a towel. But given the fact that I am a mother, I am currently not a fan of sand because my child loves sand and loves to bring it in the house and all over the floor, and I have to clean it. So I'm currently not a big fan of sand. Or rocks. Abel asked, do I watch any other ASMR artists? Not much, and that's because I don't want their work to influence mine. If anything is similar, I'd rather it be like a happy accident or a coincidence than someone accusing any ideas of being ripped. Kung Fu's asked, how taboo is it to own a 23-foot long Lamy body pillow? It's not taboo at all, dude. Just you do you. If I could have a 23-foot long body pillow, I'd totally have one. That sounds really nice. It would be a good double knee pillow for me. I would sleep so nicely. Josh asks, will Stella make a return? I have been planning a future Stella video. It just keeps getting put on the back burner as I get other ideas. It's a big problem I have. I have kind of like ADD. I actually was diagnosed with ADD when I was a kid. So my ideas tend to go everywhere. And I tend to, if I don't do something right away, I don't do it for a while. So it kind of sucks. Have a backslash that exerts yourself more of an ASMR artist or voice actor. Well, especially when I use the 3DO, I do try to incorporate more elements of ASMR for the tingles, like tapping, whispering, mouth sounds. I do consider myself more of a voice actor. Maxwell asks, would I do another MLP character video again? The answer is yes, there is one coming very, very soon. I am a huge fan of My Little Pony. I just took a break from doing pony stuff because my kid is also a big fan of My Little Pony and it's been shoving the movies at me, like all of the movies. And it's been driving into the ground for me, which made me hate My Little Pony for a little while, but I'm cool with it again. Leo Watch asks, oh, the Amy and Aiko storyline, will there be more of that? Yes, there will be more of that. It's in my notebook. There are plans to continue it. Yako YTS, can I do ASMR videos with binaural sound? Several of mine are binaural because my 3DO mic records in binaural. It's pretty neat. Jacob asked, do I prefer Ruby or Poppy? The answer is Ruby, and that's because Poppy was made as a commission, so I've been really hesitant about actually bringing her back or making a series out of her, because technically the character isn't fully mine. It was made for somebody. But I definitely enjoy being Ruby. Cool customer asked, do I watch Steven Universe? Yes, I've watched Steven Universe. I don't know what my kid will do in the future. I love getting questions about my kid. It's like, what if your kid sees you on the internet? My kid sees me on the internet. My kid will also see their baby pictures on Facebook. What's more embarrassing, really? Jacob asked how I do the sucky sounds. There is many ways. Many ways. I'm missing questions. Chat's moving so fast. Bucky Boy asked, ever thought about doing something like a medieval roleplay or something futuristic? Yes, I have some plans in the works, especially futuristic stuff, because one of my favorite franchises is Tron. And Tron Legacy is a movie I still rock out to. Baksh asks, what drew me to creating my content? Is desire to make characters, tell stories, share tingles? This is a long question, so who wants some story time? Because this is going to take quite a bit to answer. But if you're interested, then say story time in the chat and I'll give you the story. Alright, story time it is. Okay, so, as I've mentioned, when I first went to college, I've actually been to college multiple times. I have a master's degree. And when I went to pursue my bachelor's, it was in film and animation. And one of my necks, especially for film, was creating original characters and stories. I spent so much of my time in the writing workshop, just coming up with ideas. But due to lack of budget and the school's limited resources, I didn't have all the tools needed to execute my ideas. So it was very disheartening. And then after I graduated in 2012 actually, 2012, my apartment got broken into. And this was before cloud storage was really a thing. If you wanted to back stuff up, you had to do it on external drives. And I kept all my electronics in, certain rooms in my apartment. When I wasn't home, my apartment got broken into. Every single electronic device I owned that was in my apartment at the time was stolen. They even took the bulbs out of my fan, my ceiling fan, and my lights. It was absolutely crazy. But they stole my computer and all of my backup hard drives. 90% of my portfolio and demo reel was on those hard drives. And this was before sites like YouTube were really a thing that people considered using to put stuff up. I was told not to use YouTube in college because there was no regulations on streaming things yet, and it was so easy for people to rip your content and reproduce it and sell it as your own. Companies were doing that. Companies were ripping internet videos and selling it, and because when I was in school, protection of your ideas and protection of your property was just so ingrained in me, I did not put a lot of my work up online. So I had no backups, and everything was stolen, and I had no way of getting it back because the police had no idea where the thief went. And that had me crushed for years. I wound up working a very soul-killing job. I worked in a call center. I worked as a waitress. I worked in retail. Not long after I had my stuff stolen, I met the person who would become the father of my child. And as my patrons know, that was a very terrible but long-lasting relationship that I'm so glad to be out of. And I'm so glad to be with my current partner. But it took years, nearly 10 years, for me to get the gusto back that I had in college for creating things. Because I didn't want my stuff stolen, but I wanted people to share it with. And I realized YouTube has kind of become a happy medium for that, especially because I can watermark things on YouTube. So if my stuff is reproduced, I can be like, that's mine. Don't take that. Alright, in terms of the, Jacob, in terms of the blood-sucking sounds, that is just done on my hand with my mouth. It's nothing fancy. But yes, I knew kind of what you meant. I just like to goof around. I like to make jokes. Brody Nation asks, do I like 80s nostalgia? Have I seen Captain EO? I have seen Captain EO. I am a huge fan of Disney and the Disney parks. I know all about that Captain EO. Pestilence 617 asks, am I into car culture? To a degree, yes, but I do not drive a car. I drive a scooter. I'm going to attempt to say your name. Kareem asks, do I listen to Daft Punk? I love Daft Punk. Daft Punk is my jam. The Tron Legacy soundtrack was the constant loop when I drove to Dragon Con the year it came out. So yes. Maxwell asks for another milestone of some sort. Would I post a video with ASMR bloopers? The answer is yes. Eventually a blooper reel will come out. I've been hesitant because my bloopers, they have a lot of swearing. And as we know, YouTube has become very Christian. This is a Christian channel, you guys. This is a Christian channel for toys and candy and children. We can't have any of that icky swearing on this channel, or YouTube will hate me and murder me with their evil powers. Where, Mexican Raccoon asks, where do I get ideas for my characters? The other characters I had from when I was making movies, or they're inspired by my real life, or they're just a concept I come up with when I'm about to fall asleep at night. I need to write something down. They tend to just come out of multiple places. Some of them are based on my coworkers at the other place I work. Thank you, Artrax. I would love to have 1,000 patrons. And then I can do this full time and quit all my other jobs and have a nice place to live. That'd be super cool. Cool customer asked if I ever thought of doing creepypastas. Yes, I have. Because I've realized I can do my Aiko voice. Aiko voice is really good for creepy stuff, isn't it right, Senpai? Maxwell asks, has there been characters that you created that no matter how much you tried, you couldn't make enough concept or video idea for them? Yes. And it made me sad inside. There is an alternate version to Don't Do It that might be released in the future that is a bit more sinister and creepy, but I realized after I made that not to post it because people would find it incredibly insensitive. because at the time I made it, I did not know what had happened with the Game Theorist. And even when I made the version that I posted, I didn't know what happened with the Game Theorist. I'll tell you the story behind Don't Do It. It has been the 1-year anniversary since someone I've known has taken their own life. And Facebook reminded me of this factor the other day. And it brought back a lot of old emotions. If you're new to my channel and you don't listen to my vlogs, I battle mental illness myself. I have bipolar disorder. And being bipolar means I am prone to extreme depression. And I have this tattoo on my wrist of a semicolon. If you look up the Semicolon Project, it is about mental health and suicide awareness. In 2011, I actually attempted suicide myself, but I obviously survived, and I was hospitalized for it. So it's a struggle. And so I made the version that was uploaded of Don't Do It as something for myself as much as it was for anybody else. But the other version of Don't Do It, the more sinister version of Don't Do It, will go up at some point, but I'm going to be very cognizant of timing to make sure it doesn't come across as insensitive. Yeah, Shine Darkness, bipolar does suck a lot. Someone asked, will there be more Yandere roleplays? Yes, there will be. Though, to be honest, I'm getting a wee bit tired of the trope. Oh, back, talking about lithium. Lithium is, be very careful if you're given lithium, because that requires a monthly blood test. I was on lithium for a while myself, and it was awful. It works for some people, it did not work for me. The Wandering Storyteller asks if I ever thought of doing tsundere. I do have a tsundere, her name is Yui, but there will be more tsunderes coming in the future. Even, I would say Shoka the Wolf is kind of tsundere. I have a couple that kind of act that way. I mean, Takara is kind of very, very low-key tsundere. Like, she just refuses to admit her feelings. She just refuses. Listen, Potato Net. Potato. Quit being a potato. Listen, Potato. Alright, I think I'm back. Am I back? Bash asks, what's my favorite part of creating content for my channel? Honestly, it's people's reactions. I get very amused by some of the reactions. I will say though that since my stuff is getting more views, the comments section is becoming cancer, but it's YouTube, so that's inevitable. And I'm allowed to make the cancer joke because I'm a cancer survivor myself. That was part of why I attempted suicide way back when. It all just ties together. Artrax asks if I've heard of Fallen Shadow. Yes, I've heard of Fallen Shadow. I've listened to some of their work, but I try, again, like I've said before, I don't really listen to other people's work because I don't want it to influence mine. Come on, throat. We can do this. I apologize, my internet is currently being a potato. I don't even know why, but it's just deciding to be a potato. Abel asks if I'm going to explain that last video. It really doesn't need an explanation. Though I've said earlier, it's because, for me, it only just happened to be the timing lined up with what happened, the unfortunate thing that happened with the game theorists, and I'm very sorry for their loss, but it is the 1 year anniversary of when a friend of mine took their own life. And a bit past the 7 year anniversary of when I attempted to take mine. So it has personal meaning as much as wanting to get something out for other people. Josh asked what made me do 18 plus ASMRs. Before I was on YouTube, I did porn. So it kind of comes naturally to me. Killing Foos asked will I ever do a Yandere. Maybe, but it would be kind of trolly. Because blank staring is kind of hard to project through audio. If you Google this name, my 18 plus stuff does come up. I have a whole website for it that I don't update anymore because I'm kind of done with that industry. It has a lot of drama. Not a big fan of drama. But yes, I do know porn stars like Sunny Lane and Gemma Jameson and stuff like that. In fact, I work with J.R. Carrington. Is it Broad Nation? Yucko ideas. What do I think of Germany? It's a country. I have nothing against Germany. They have some good beer. I've been there a long time ago. They produce good music. Jacob asks if I'm going to do ASMR during the stream as a character. The answer is yes, very soon. You guys just have had a lot of questions for me. This produced a lot of story times. Phantom asks if there'll be more of Indigo, who is a Patreon exclusive character, and I am not sure, but that concept is still there. Leo watch what I think of Canada. I love Canada. Like, I love Canada because I've been there for quite a bit of time for researching killer whales, and some of my favorite people in the world are Canadian. Josh asked what my name for adult work was before ASMR. It is the same name, same spelling. You just have to go quite a bit back in the Google search results. There was a car going putt-putt outside. It's very distracting. Shut up, car. Brown Nation asks, do I have an IMDb page? Yes, I do. I was in local television shows. Before I came on YouTube, I did actual acting. I most frequently was on a show called Sprockets and Splices, Pale Moonlight Theater, Frightmare Theater, quite a few local access shows. I've also worked at a whole bunch of haunted houses and medieval times, Renaissance festivals, things like that. And yes, I did intentionally kind of skip the what do you think of random countries questions because I have no real opinions one way or the other. Like, if they produce food, I eat their food. I like food. If they make food, I like their food. And Samoa produced The Rock, and I love The Rock. The Rock is one of my favorite humans that exists, so it's a great place because if it wasn't for that place, then Dwayne The Rock Johnson would never have happened. Josh, yes, the names are exactly the same because when I first made this channel, I actually made it to try to direct people to my other work. And then this took off by itself, and I was like, oh, snap. Oh well. Desert says, afternoon from Las Vegas. Hello Vegas. I used to work there. I do not miss it. Oh, hello Piper. I've been seeing you in the comments lately. Welcome, Piper. Go, Rave God. Enjoy your Pokemon. I like Pokemon myself. I identify as an Espeon. My kid is an Eevee. Oh, you're welcome, Desert Toyota. It really is nothing. I just enjoy what I do. I enjoy it, and I enjoy you guys. That's why I decided to stream today. Set aside my whole day for this. Karimas, do I like Gordon Ramsay? I love Gordon Ramsay. I go down so many rabbit holes of just watching Gordon Ramsay on YouTube and on Hulu. Anywhere I can watch Gordon Ramsay, I just go down these rabbit holes of just him yelling at people over their food. It's great. And the Nino memes are the best. Okay, in 15 minutes, I'm going to be giving away the Nika poster. So stay tuned if you want a Nika poster. Brown Nation asks what my favorite musical visual artist is. My favorite is I Am I Who Am I, and they're from Sweden. You can actually find them on YouTube. Oh, I'm sure Gordon Ramsay is actually a nice guy in real life. He seems like he'd be a nice guy in real life, but his TV presence is just amazing. Currymas, do I like JonTron? The answer is I used to, but no, not anymore, because he shares some opinions that I just... Twice if I like it. More times if I love it. I got a ding-dong. I don't know how I got a ding-dong, but I did. Where am I getting ding-donged? Okay. Whoa. Oh, all of the ding-dongs. So many ding-dongs. This is getting ridiculous. Every time the ding dong happens, I don't know if you guys hear it, but I hear it, and it jump scares me. I'm getting jump scared. I am using Streamlabs OBS, and it finally realized that I am linked to YouTube. So now it has just come to the conclusion as people are following me on YouTube, it's popping up on the screen. I want to say stop, but why? There. I think I turned it off. As much as I love you guys, it's a little obnoxious for it to pop up every couple of seconds. I think I got it turned off. I think I do. I'm not hearing any ding dongs. R.I.P. ding dongs. Unless you want the ding dongs back, but they're pretty obnoxious. So, Piper, you wanted to know, I believe I saw you ask previously about, like, my philosophies on stuff? Because that's a pretty loaded question. Pretty heavy. I'm very much a crunchy granola type in that I find having a positive outlook genuinely does change the outcome of your life. That constantly drowning yourself in negativity and bad things and bad people and cynicism will just continue to drag you down and make you feel worse about yourself, make you feel worse about your situation, and it doesn't help. I always advocate for a healthy amount of cynicism, but that's the key thing, a healthy amount. There is nothing wrong with optimism and positivity. It helps. If I didn't have optimism, I wouldn't have made more videos, this channel wouldn't have grown, and you wouldn't have over 100 videos to watch and a whole bunch of characters to like. So if I wasn't optimistic about people enjoying my stuff, if I just gave up because I didn't see things going anywhere, then I wouldn't be where I am now. Do do do. Kareem asks, will this be uploaded to YouTube? The answer is yes, YouTube will archive this. I don't know for how long, but it will be archived. I am not recording this separately because recording a stream separately will eat up a whole lot of space on my computer. Piper, am I going to RTX? What is RTX and when is it? Sorry, I'm adjusting some settings. There we go. Piper, it is in Austin, August 1st. Unfortunately, Piper, I cannot make it. I have a doctor's appointment August 1st. There's just no way I can get to Austin on that day. Oh, Gun God, you're leaving us. Farewell, Gun God, Lord of the Guns. My partner would quite like you. Well, Piper, I do go to other conventions, so I will keep you guys in the loop about my convention schedule. I plan on doing some traveling within the next year. Bronation asks if I've seen, because I love Disney stuff, Some Jerk with a Camera. I love Some Jerk with a Camera. That's one of my favorite channels. Have a good rest of your day, Bucky boy. It's been good talking to you too. Alright, we got 5 minutes until the next poster giveaway with Nika. Then after that, I think I'm gonna take a little snack and then do some role playing. How's that sound, you guys? We see that rectangle on the far right side of the screen. That will be where I'll pop up a picture of a character, and then I will start role-playing as them after snack and poster time. Hello, Wizard Master, welcome! And yes, Kareem, this will be available later. It will be archived. I don't know how long YouTube will keep it archived, but it will be archived. It will be on YouTube. It'll just save to YouTube, because it seems YouTube does that by default unless I tell it not to. You got a historical question, Jacob? Thank you, Dragon Clutch. Appreciate it. Piper, it's not bad that you're younger. There's so many ways to support me. Just the fact you're here right now talking to me is a form of support. But I might give this lecture later about how to support artists, because so far those of you who have joined me on stream and been in chat have been really good. I really like you guys. But some of my general commenters are very naughty children. So I might do my artist rant later, because it is a rant that people need to hear. Thank you, Misha. Hey, I hope. Oh, thank you, Rosie the Rascal. I appreciate it. It's kind of the goal with everything. Oh, these very trolly questions. Okay, Jacob. The winner in this would be the IDF, clearly. They swoop in, save the day. Riza, thank you so much. Kind of the goal of it. I only know so many languages, you guys. Don't tell me stuff in languages I don't understand and my mods cannot translate. Someone asked if I've ever been to Scotland. I have not been to Scotland yet, but would like to go. Oh, snap. It is the top of the hour? That means it is giveaway time. Mods, fallen mods. Are any of my moderators listening right now? Moderators, are any of you currently listening? There you guys are. Alright, mods. I have a poster to give away, and I will need you to make note of the name of the person who wins it so that when I'm done streaming I can contact them. Now, to win a poster, you do have to live in the United States or Canada, and you must have some form of contact info on your YouTube profile. I prefer email. So if you are both of those things, then you are eligible for this giveaway. It is a free poster. I will ship it myself. I will even autograph it for you. So, how you get the poster is I will ask a question, and the first person who meets the qualifications to answer and answers it correctly will win. So, this is not the actual question, but who wants a Nika poster? And the question is, which character was the first Neko video that I did? This one should be really obvious. This is just going to be a race. If you've already won, you cannot win again. Looks like the first person to get it right was Swift Blade Productions. Swift Blade Productions, are you here right now? Hello, Swift Blade. Are you in the US or Canada? Okay, Canada works. Obviously you are in the... Please tell me you are in an accessible part of Canada. You're not way up in, like, Yellowknife. Well, Yellowknife is accessible. I've been there. But you know what I mean. Please tell me you're not in Smithers. I am enjoying this poster. It has very nice feels. Squeaky. Squeaky poster. Oh, British Columbia. That's really easy, Swiftblade. I got friends who live there, so you're good. Alright, mods, make note of Swiftblade. Swiftblade and Tormus have won so far. Sasha and Nika are both taken. They're going to beautiful homes. They're going to lovely homes. They've been adopted. Now, if you have missed out on this poster, don't feel too bad. There is still one poster left. I will show it. It will be given away just before I end the stream, and it is, if you missed it earlier, it is ungodly huge, and it is of Takara. Here is the Takara poster. It is very, very big. This will be the last one I give away. So if you missed the first two posters, fear not. You have a chance to win one more, and it is huge. It is a full-size poster, the kind like you would find in a store. Cool customer asked if I have bobbleheads in my store. I do not, because I have no idea how to get those made in a way that's affordable. I can give you a preview of what may be coming to my store in the future. How many of you have heard of pop sockets? Check out these pop sockets. The phone case is not mine. The phone case is Black Panther. Because I love Black Panther. Wakanda forever. But here are some pop sockets of Takara and Kalia. The art is by Anna Maria Bryant. And they're neat. I can prop up my phone. I have the iPhone X. I can prop it up. I can hold it to take selfies. I can rig it to a car for navigation. And pop sockets do a cool thing. They go pop, pop, down, and then pop up, popped up. Yes, I actually do stream every week for Patreon. and I usually will play games and voice the games. But and when I don't stream, usually I don't stream if I'm sick. If I don't, then I replace it with something that Heather, who is one of our very proud mods, has named Tide Podcast, and it's me and my partner, and soon to be me and one of our patrons just dicking around. As you guys, I will try to do a stream maybe once a month because I don't want to put too much pressure on myself. But I don't think the streams will be this long if I do them once a month. And they won't be this early in the day for me. Maybe later in the day. Alright, I need a little bit of a snicky snack. Do I want a chocolate chip cookie, an M&M cookie, or a red velvet cookie? Jacob asked, do I ever plan to tour the States? I will do my best. Yeet! Yeet. I have no idea how to pronounce that. I am too not American for this. Kaido asked, are there any species I want to try but I haven't gotten the character yet? Yes, there are some species, like a dragon. What happened to Snowfall asks what happened to Mira. What happened to Mira is YouTube does not like her. Her videos on YouTube have not been deleted, but they've been age restricted, and I've been carefully advised to not make her again for YouTube. Rosie the Rascal asks, what video games do I like? I like stuff with Pokemon. I love Pokemon. I like fighting games. Snowfall asked about Amber. So far, nothing's really happened with Amber, but stuff is getting age restricted on me. Oh, Rave God, Twitch is getting pretty YouTubey. I'll put it politely. Pretty YouTubey. I mean, Twitch has taken away the ability to play Honey Pop, and that's a crime against humanity. My favorite game of all time is Guilty Gear. Dragon Clutch said, good job on the Black Cat voice. Thank you, I tried. I didn't get to go as low as I would have liked. I was still working on my range at the time, but she's one of my favorite characters I've ever cosplayed. Killing Foods asks, will there be any more Lamias in the future? Yes, there will be more Lamias. I have a pet snake. I like snakes. Rick Harrison asked you, I like heavy metal. I love heavy metal, but I love a lot of music. Rosie talked about Hollywood and Cool World. Yeah, a lot of people haven't seen Cool World, which is a shame because it is kind of great. It's such a hot mess. It's hot garbage, but it's my hot garbage, and I like it. Piper asked if anyone likes Ruby. Well, I have a history with Ruby, and my partner really likes Ruby. Snowfall asked if I can do Mila the Lamia voice impression. I'd say yes if I knew who that was. I'm old. I am not as anime, manga, pop culture savvy as a lot of people are. I also have a kid, so my exposure to stuff right now is Puppy Dog Pals, Lion Guard, My Little Pony, Paw Patrol, Spider-Man. My partner and I just started watching Darling in the Franxx. Just started. And he's trying to convince me to cosplay Zero Two. I know about Attack on Titan. It was a little too gory for me. I will not see My Hero Academia because of that one character that looks like a dollar store version of Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I have a very deep connection to Avatar: The Last Airbender, so that knockoff of Zuko just bothers me to the core of my being. This is some good shit, yo. This is a good cookie. Piper, your name throws me off. Do you identify as male or female? Because that might help me in my life advice for you. Everyone's asking me to do voice impressions. My throat clearly sounds kind of shut. At this point, I'm just gonna start doing Sarah Silverman, because that's where my voice is going. Just going to the realm of Sarah Silverman. I'm gonna be in Wreck-It Ralph too. Ralph breaks the internet. I'm adorable. Raveguard asks when the stream will end. Stream will end probably about an hour or so, because I will need to take a dinner and check on a life break for a while. And then I'm going to get set up for my Patreon exclusive stream, which I do pretty much every Friday night. Or Friday night for me. It's night for me. And good news, everyone who is on my Patreon. Your favorite D-Man will probably be joining us for a stream, because he will be coming home later tonight. And he is officially done with AT this week, so he's no longer waking me up at 2, 4 in the morning. Mukbang. Hey Piper, what part of Texas are you in? Ooh, Piper, West Texas for the win. High five. You're in this realm of buttfuck Egypt as I am. Ooh, I just said a naughty word. Shh, don't tell YouTube. God, my dog is loud. Come on, guys, we have to calm down. We have to keep this a Christian channel. Let's keep this nice and Christian and full of toys and candy and children. Show of hands. Should I do a meet and greet in Texas? Because I probably would do one in Dallas or Austin. I drink out of a 2-liter when I'm using my voice a lot. I need the caffeine. Obviously, for a meet and greet, if you were under the age of 18, I would make it so you'd have to have a parent or guardian with you. Never ever meet someone you know from online without someone you know. And don't ever meet them in a private place. It'd be somewhere public. Piper, yes, because this is the internet and people are finding me, I will not disclose the exact town I live in. Because I had an incident last year where I had a Nazi stalker who left graffiti all over my driveway and smashed my mailbox, and I had to call the police. It was awful. I'm not gonna do that. And you're totally fine, Piper. People can present however they want to present. Everyone telling me to rest. Good lord. I know, I need to rest. I need to not be a workaholic, but... Okay, so I said this in an audio I recorded for Patreon, but it's because of you guys, and especially because my patrons, that I can currently afford to have my kid in a preschool daycare program full-time 5 days a week. And that's freed up my schedule to do more stuff and make more videos. If it wasn't for you guys, the only time my kid could do that was when I would go to Nevada, which is a handful of times a year. And their ability to go to this program full-time has done amazing things for their development and their behavior, and just overall, it's a really positive thing. And I could not afford it or do that if it wasn't for you guys. And for that, I am deeply, deeply grateful. It wasn't something I could even dream before. Alright, shout out time. Okay, shout out to Accursed Pizza. Alright, I'm gonna get into some role playing, but first, if you have random words you want me to say, I'll just say some random words. Rosie wants to know if they'll ever meet a woman so kind-hearted and down-to-earth as me. Oh, I'm sure. You're only 21. You absolutely will. Copenhagen. Damn it, Misha. Moist. Streetmosphere. Would you guys rather say hi to Nika, Sasha, or Maya? Oh, Lord. Sasha is winning by a landslide. stomach. Being a bit of a jerk. Give me a sec. Oh no, Afro-Circus is back in my head. Someone get it out. Okay, now it's trippy. Do it as I can't speak languages like that. I can't. Bro, come on now. I speak Hebrew. Haven't had to in years, but that is my root language. Something I speak from the Who mows their lawn at 5:30? Gee, I wonder why, Misha. I wonder why you're so fond of Sasha. Alright. I will start role playing very shortly. I need to be right back to do a house check because it's been a couple of hours and I think my dog needs to go potty. Alright, you guys, I had a minor crisis that's now been averted. Mostly. I'm back. So, my dog had to go potty. I did too. And my front door was open. One of my housemates left the front door open. I had to go chase some cats back inside. Alright, so now that I've been able to recover from the awfulness that is my house being left open where my cats could get out, let's chill a bit, okay? Let's just have some chill time. Don't worry, Piper. There is someone out there for everybody. You'll find someone. It took me years, but I found someone. They're pretty great. Yes, they're internet hugs for you, Piper. Internet hugs. Big internet hugs. Oh, hey, Joe's here. So, who wants some role-playing? Oh, Rosie, you get hugs too. Alright, we want some role-playing. That can be done. Just gonna move this over a bit so it is less focused. Move that here.
Hey guys. I don't know why my owner left their computer open, but they did, yeah, so... here I am. You know, it was a little irresponsible for them to leave their computer open like this. Who knows what trouble I could get into? What are you doing, yeah? My name's Sasha, by the way. What are your names? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah? What do I think of dogs? Dogs can be nice, yeah, but dogs are also really scary. Especially when they bark at me. Ooh, I really don't like it when they bark at me, yeah. Oh, do I love my owner? Well, yeah, of course I love my owner. My owner is like the nicest human I've ever met and ever known. So yes, I do love my owner. My owner is deeply special to me. You know, they gave me the collar I'm wearing. It's really important. So I really have no choice but to love them, though, do I? Oh, my favorite food, yeah? Oh, my favorite food's probably tuna. But not the tuna in the can. The tuna that's like fresh and red and you cut it up. I like that tuna, yeah. Am I aware that my Flash Grace moment's been recorded and uploaded onto the site? What? Yeah, I've been recorded? Who recorded me? How? I mean, I know my owner has a phone and a computer and a security system, but I don't think they record me, yeah? Is it some secret government conspiracy? Internet, stay connected, stay with me. What do I like to do for fun, yeah? I like to draw. I like to draw a lot, yeah. And I like to paint. I like to do that. I like to do like little quiet things around the house, yeah. I like to clean. And do I like my collar? Of course, I love the collar my owner gave me. My owner gave me the most perfect collar in the whole wide world, yeah. Do I get high on catnip? No, yeah. No, catnip doesn't work that way with Neckos. It's really good in tea, though. It's very relaxing and soothing, but it's not like that. happy am I to be reunited with my brother Misha, yeah? How do you know about Misha? Who told you guys about Misha? Did my owner tell you about Misha? How do you know? Yeah, you know all the Nekos? Do I ever travel, yeah? Well, I only go where my owner takes me, yeah. Well, I have been told he seems to be acting kind of strange. I wonder why. Oh no, I'm starting to hear you're crying. That's not good. Do I like water, Nia? I love water. It's so much fun to play in and splash and take a bath. I love baths. Yes, the awakened by Nia is correct, Nia. I have white fur, so when I'm in echo form, my hair, my tail, my ears are white. I'm a Maine Coon. The name Rava doesn't sound familiar at all, Nia. I don't know that name. My favorite game to play, Nia? Oh, I really like to play hide and seek. My owner plays with me all the time. What's my favorite thing about my owner, Nia? Probably how really nice and sweet they are, and just how nice they are to other people. Do I plan on getting a job? What's a job? Is that what my owner does when they leave all day? What are my thoughts on Nika? Nika seems nice, but my owner spends a lot of time with her, and I don't really like that, Nia. My owner needs to spend more time with me. Oh, sure, Nia. I love you, Rosie. And God bless, Nia. Shiloh? Of course that name rings a bell. We don't speak that name, Nia. Not in this house. A potato. I'm gonna go now, Nia. I think my owner's gonna be home soon. Well, they won't like it. They won't like this. So I'm gonna go hide. But thank you for talking to me, Nia. And yes, the Sneckos can read. Bye.